Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Frostpunk 2. Pioneer Ridge has been explored. We're voting in 8 weeks. You guys want to vote on alcohol? You know what? Just go for it. I don't care. I don't really want it to pass, so I'm just going to let it fail.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Actually got quite a lot of votes just on its own.
Have spoken. The law is tabled.
But let's go check out Pioneer Ridge here. Over here? Ooh, we've connected the way pass here. The way station. We just want to improve our relation. Oh, I see how this is. Is because wasn't one of the options to get the way station, like, to convince them to help me? But I wonder if we need to connect this guy in order for disease to actually be reduced. Because I don't know if it's actually reducing disease or if I just think it's reducing disease. So let's let that roll. Check out what happened here. Outpost 11. Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the frost. Over many years, a settlement here salvaged its contents for materials and cores, at one point temporarily declaring independence from New London. Now the warehouse is empty. We could use it as a storage facility or salvage the remains. Ooh, I like that it increases the stockpile limit because we don't need materials. Let's reestablish the outpost here. That's kind of cool. Do I need to... I feel like I have to connect it in order for it to function, right? That makes sense to me. Maybe that's not true, but I think it does. And then Nansen Stormwatch, a place where Fridtjof Nansen was last seen just before the Great Storm hit. Captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the larder extended. Our expeditions can use this base to rest and resupply. Let's connect the trails. We're already building all these other trails. We might as well. We're connecting the Frostlands. And then Winterhome is almost ready to be explored. So, good. We can reduce the amount of spare housing we have right now. It doesn't need to be so high. All right, right there is perfect. We are researching. Yeah, things are going well. I think we'll get the advanced hothouses knocked out, and then we'll get the logistics bays next. No problems higher than minor in a colony for 300 weeks, dude. It's the Steam achievement was quiet backwater. I assume that's in relation to the old dreadnought. That's interesting. I like it. Everything good at the old dreadnought? Sure is. All of our materials are maxed out. Almost. We're slightly short on food, but that's okay. We're maxing out our oil production. We've got 9 cores. We've got a ridiculous amount of prefabs. Still have 552 workforce. Maybe what do you need? I wonder if... does this require... Oh, it does require 400 workforce to operate it. So what about the extraction? Do you not require... Oh no, it's twice the amount of workforce for the advanced pump jack versus the fracturing one. Okay, I understand. I think I would like to get another fracturing pump jack at some point. There's a bunch of prefabs just like hanging out here that we could like work on extracting. Maybe that's worth doing because like right now we're not really utilizing. Sorry, pilgrims. That's so messed up. Because we're not really. It's just like free materials that are just like sitting around. So it would be probably good to get them taken care of. Like basically what I'm imagining is we dig them out of the dirt, exhaust them, and then move them onto the next place, and then just once we've, you know, pulled all of the prefabs out, we can just move that workforce elsewhere. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I thought the steward had more of a spine. When a brat misbehaves, you give him a good thrashing, not some treats. But somehow these filthy pilgrims kick and scream and they get their way. Well, we can throw fits too. Oh, you boneheads. They radicalized. Well, that's what I get for caving. Honestly, I'd rather deal with slight radicalization from like one faction or both factions than super radicalization from another faction. Because if one goes full radical and the other's not, won't they just fight each other? That's just my thought. Like, instead of protesting, they'll just, like, attack people in the street.
Do not throw rubbish in the ventilation towers.
Yeah, don't do that.
They're only meant to clean air.
Yeah, I put my plates in the ventilation tower. I thought they would clean them for me. Wrong. Oh, man, all of our stockpiles have shot way up because of the military base. Oh, yeah. There it is. So I should have had them connected before. That's my bad. Ah, Winterhome is accessible now. How many people do I need? We will need to connect a trail and send colonists. Okay. Can I do that now? There it is. Kind of looks like the closest point would be here and then there. Do that. I like how Winterhome is literally a crack in the ground. Explore the site. Scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma. Wow. Seeping from chasms in the ground seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley, covering some of the fissures, but we would bury the technological roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundations of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. It is an extremely dangerous place. We better come prepared. Well, we are connecting the city. Yeah, we're working on it. This is interesting. So I wonder if, like, disease control is going to be super important, or squalor controlled, perhaps. All right, advanced bio-waste hothouse. I would like that. Advanced. Yes, please. Just plunk that guy down right there. Can I build more than one at one time? Sure can. Oh, I just realized. Did I build this? That one's going to be around for quite a long time. So will that one. Okay, I think it's fine to build those houses on those districts. But what I was just thinking is I would like to expand this district. And by expanding it, I mean I want to give it space to be large enough to have another hothouse. But I think we will frost break so these districts are now combining together here. Get those better. Oh man, our population jumped up again. Oh boy. Okay, I'm glad we're I'm glad we're back to goods production for this guy. I'm glad we're building another hothouse because that is suddenly necessary. Zoop. Oh man, our housing district's not even big enough to accommodate that. What about this one? Still not enough. Okay, well now we have to expand you, if we can. Like that? You see how this one's like disappearing? It says it was all 3. I don't know if that's actually true. Do we have any other housing districts we could expand before just building a new one? Like that? There. I think that'll solve the housing crisis. And then the hothouse should solve our food problem, I think. We'll see. New law available. Is it the alcohol that they wanted me to vote on? I can't tell. I think so. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I mean, go for it. I'm gonna let you vote on it. Didn't you vote on this last time?
The votes are in. The
Rejected.
fails.
Well, you tried. City-run alcohol shops will never pass. Why do they keep trying? That's actually very funny. That they're like, they tried this before. And well, it was the same vote last time. Oh, not quite. Although, we will increase. Hey, but now the material needs to be adjusted. It's the delicate balance. Oh, that's way too much material. Can I do it in a different district and produce slightly less? You know what? -2 is... I want it to be as close to even as possible because we have such a high surplus. So let's just leave it at that. All right, one of our... Oh no, none of our expansion projects have completed yet. So let's let them finish to see how the housing... That one's done. Oh, it decreased it by 5. 5? Okay, so this one should solve our housing dilemma. That's good. Our population must have jumped up recently because now we have 19,000 people instead of 17. All right, perfect. Now we're back to pretty balanced again. The old dreadnought still doing just fine. We got New London here. And you are now connected, I believe. Requires 20 Frostland teams. What the heck are my other teams doing? Are you guys working? Oh, that's what it is. The exploration speed. Stockpile limits. You know what? Turn off the exploration speed for now. Oh, we need 20 people though. What are the rest of our teams doing? Dreamer's Mine? So Nansen's Stormwatch is the speed. Outpost 11. Ah, Hot Springs is running. But what the heck is Dreamer's Mine? Is that this? So that's the hot spring. Why is it all jammed on top of each other? Ah, here it is. Dreamer's Mine. Let's turn you off. See what this person has to say. Reflection in alcohol shop window. Oh, Dave, you're a wreck. When'd you last shave, eh? Or bathe, for that matter. What would Anna say to see you like this? Though appearances would be last on her mind, I reckon, more likely. Why'd you drink away all our funds? Or did you pass out somewhere soft at least last night? Maybe next $5 I get goes on a haircut. No, the one after that. First, I need a drink. Alcohol abuse. Well, I can't help you with that, you guys. Diminishing, stable, diminishing, diminishing. Good. Materials, because we just shut off our material lifeline. So let's fire up the deep drill. There. All right, not quite as balanced as I thought it would be. How about you? I think -9 is fine. Okay, we just leverage our larger workforce to make up for the Frostland crew that's no longer providing materials. And now we can send colonists to Winterhome. How many people do I need to send? Descending into the Valley of Winterhome will be very challenging. We will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you certain you wish to do it? Yeah, I think so. Send colonists. Stewart, a radical group of stalwarts has come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the Pilgrims end up included in the colonist group that will be sent out for Winterhome. The Pilgrims have been a source of discord in New London, one member of the stalwart says. Make sure the most fervent among them join the main group of Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free from protests. The problem I see with this is what you do, and I don't know if this is how the game will function, but my fear is if you send your biggest detractors to a new city, wouldn't they just like take over that city and now it's like no longer viable to us? Or at least it'd be a lot harder I'd rather keep them in the city and be like, you're under my careful eye. And keep them, keep your enemies closer than your friends. That's how that saying goes, right? Pick instigators from the Pilgrims in addition to everyone else. All disturbances in New London will cease. It just seems like a robbing Peter to pay Paul later thing, because like, sure, it's great for New London, but will we make Winterhome's already going to be a challenge? Will it be impossible to keep them happy in Winterhome without like losing control of the city? I think we send everyone to work regardless of affiliation. I'm just afraid that if we send the most radical people, they're like, Winterhome is ours now. That's all I can think about. So it takes a core and then 300 prefabs. That's not bad. I'm still into the idea of building the prefab extractor here. We would need an extra 46 people to get this working. We could start here. I think I like this plan. Let's send it. We need to send 70 people. Okay. So relocate those 70 people. They have 4 spare shelter. I hope that's enough to accommodate 70 new people. We'll see. These people will take a week to get there. Not a problem. We're getting closer to a cold season. It still looks like it's about 80 weeks out, so we got time. But we'll want to make sure our...
by any unusual noises coming...
I forgot about the logistics bays. No, we want the Vanguard logistics bay. I forgot about the logistics bay. It looks like the expedition should be there fairly shortly for Winterhome. All right, the people have made it to the old dreadnought. We're slightly short on food again, so let's go ahead and rebalance that. 1, 2. Okay, so now we have the workforce necessary to build another extraction district. It's gonna make us need to push more materials here, but that's okay. Start here and expand out this direction. We'll extract as many prefabs as we can, then delete it, and then just work on extracting the next prefabs. So the colonists be doing good. Yeah, we'll have to adjust our resource transfer to transfer 50 more materials to the old dreadnought, but we have so much capacity to increase our materials production that I'm not concerned about it. They'll get there very shortly. I don't have any new laws that I really want to pass. All right, they've made it to Winterhome. let's go check out. Oop. Hold on. What's this? The fate of Winterhome, a pivotal choice. Ooh. Okay. So the Winterhome expedition has arrived to the cursed city. The cores under the ruins could be used to further upgrade New London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we've never dreamt about. To reach the cores, we would have to demolish the ruins, split the earth open to access those that are buried, and extract them quickly before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic fissures, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks and then work fast to manually close what remains. But afterwards, we could build a new city here and use it as a springboard for our expansion. Whatever approach we take, there will be no turning back. I like the idea of building a second city. It's gonna make the stalwarts mad. I like the let's settle Winterhome. I like the idea. It's gonna be a trickier thing balancing everybody's happiness now, because the pilgrims are already super mad, and the stalwarts I feel like are gonna get mad at me too. So we might end up with two factions that hate me. But I love the challenge of setting up for a second city. Thus far, you have chosen to support the stalwarts in their path to defeat the frost. This choice will realize the pilgrims' dreams and undermine any hopes for the future that the stalwarts wanted. If you proceed, they will be outraged. Oh no. I really want to try this though. Let's find out. This is going to be wild. Oh, the avalanche. Ooh, there it goes. Right into the crevasse. Colonized. How cool. Veracity, Chapter 4. Well, we blasted through Chapter 3 really fast there. Colonizing Winterhome into a habitable colony will be difficult. The remnant toxic gas will still spew toxic fumes. We have to frostbreak and contain all toxic fissures before gas concentration becomes lethal. We've ruined Winterhome. What's the point? Winterhome gas. Didn't you just... Oh! Monitor the disease levels in Winterhome ruins as you play. Building in toxic gas areas will significantly increase overall disease. Be aware that the entire area will deteriorate over time due to incoming gas outbursts. High disease levels from gas intoxication will also lead to recurring citizen deaths. Utilize any methods available to reduce disease or limit people's exposure to toxic areas. I kind of feel like I should have spent more time developing my technology and whatnot to like counter disease if I was going to do it this way. But you know, live and learn. Yeah, I feel like you would really want to lean into like drug manufacture, and then maybe or treatment probably would be a good one. And then maybe like ways to quell angry people. Let's go take a look at how New London be doing. 3,000 people live in the Winterhome ruins right now. All right, they've radicalized further, but they don't hate me. They're just neutral about me now. Which if everybody's neutral, I think you're doing your job as a politician. These guys are skeptical. That's much better than where they were before. And good grief, because we kicked 3,000 people out of our city, now all of our stuff is through the roof. Okay, let's rebalance this stuff before we end the episode. So let's drop down our housing to like 10% everywhere. What is this? Random searches. That seems like a really good way to make everybody mad at you at once without like achieving any kind of a goal. Like, what are you looking for? Contraband? I don't know. All right, well, we could leave it at 0. Having a positive housing doesn't do anything for you other than when, you know, you get a growth spurt amongst people. So you're the deep drill. You don't have a deep drill, so let's drop you down to 8 to save on the resource that you're working on. Materials is through the roof again, so let's try and lower our deep drilling. Okay, 32. Although we need to send some to the old dreadnought, correct? To balance this out? Or have they must not have built their new district yet. Soon. And then the goods surplus is a little high. So we could turn that back to prefabs. Okay, this is pretty good. Alright, and then Winterhome. So we need to turn on the furnace, first of all. So they need housing, they need food, they need goods. Okay, so that's part of our balance then. So we would like to be sending 60 food here, so you guys aren't starving. I would like to be growing your stockpiles, so let's give you an extra amount of resources. And then goods as well. So we need to give you an increase in goods. Materials you don't need right now, but let's set it up like that. I shouldn't have lowered you, I realize now. So I would like to expand this guy to build another hothouse, essentially. And then the goods surplus, so you should go back to goods, sorry. I'm just making this, like, district change on a whim. Okay, cool. I think we're set up. We'll keep balancing between the three here, but next episode, we're going to dive into rebuilding, or the start of rebuilding Winterhome here. So I keep saying home, but it's home. For now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Frostpunk 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!